So Roundabout is a youth homeless charity, and there's different parts of it. There's the accommodation when people are homeless and need housing. We can house them in our accommodation, but our service is more about preventing homelessness first, because prevention is better than cure, and we think it's better to try and prevent homelessness in the first place. Obviously we're here for people if they have become homeless, but if we can prevent it, then that's the perfect solution. Research has shown that most youth homelessness is caused by family breakdown, and so the mediation service is to work with young people and their families from as early as possible. So we work with anyone 13 and older, to try and help them rebuild their relationship with the family, to stop it getting to a point where there's complete breakdown and then that young person's asked to leave. So when young people come into a drop-in, we're kind of a friendly face. We'll make them a cup of tea, make them feel at home, have a chat, and then we'll just talk to them about the situation, see how we can help. We're not here to tell young people what to do. We want to kind of give them advice, let them know what their options are, and help them to choose kind of what's best for them.
What we do as peer education is we're going to schools and colleges, trying to spread a message about youth homelessness, which is a topic which is not very broadly discussed across the nation, so we try and give awareness of it. And what it means to me is, it means if I can just change and spread the impact onto one child, young person in the college or high school, then I've done my job.
So I recruit peer educators for the project from all areas of Roundabout services. So all the peer educators are young people who have lived experience of homelessness previously, and they may have stayed in our hostels or been supported by our supporting tenants team. We do a 4-week training session with them whereby we teach them how to present, how to public speak, how to deliver information, and it works on improving their self-confidence and getting to know themselves better. It allows them to work in groups with other young people who have the shared experience in common, and we also offer a level 2 qualification in peer mentoring alongside it. So that's really good for their CV, and the volunteering experience that they get, which is like sustained over 6 months, a year that they volunteer with us, looks great on their CV, so helps them going forward.
If 14-year-old me now, if I look at it when I was like 14, I couldn't imagine myself being here cooking. Like, I don't know.
I could never see myself in a hostel.
Yeah, I know.
But like, my impression of a hostel weren't like this.
Yeah.
No, it weren't reality.
My name's Ella. I'm a trainee project worker here at Roundabout. A lot of my job includes life skills. We do a lot of different activities, so I organise cooking, painting. We're organising a trip to Alton Towers at the moment, which is fantastic. And really to just get the young people involved with each other and the outside world, and to really see that, you know, life can be really exciting in different areas that you wouldn't really expect sometimes. And it's really nice to see people come out of their shell in areas that you'd never expect. And not only that, it's good with having a relationship with the young people. Once you can tell what someone really likes doing and you can get them feeling confident about it, then they are more than happy to show everyone. And it becomes a real community here of, you know, sharing skills, sharing ideas.
It is the young people that make it, and at the end of the day, they run it really. Depending on the mood they're in or what they want to do, that's kind of how the shift goes and what you want to do with the day. I could turn up to work and be like, we're making lasagna tonight, but if no one wants lasagna, we're not making lasagna tonight. But I think that's good, and it keeps it, to me, it keeps it exciting. They've all found out that I could do French plats. So then we've got some kids who, you know, the parents aren't around anymore, and you'll have that moment with them where you sat plaiting their hair for them, and you can just see that it means a lot to them, and you can just chat and they're relaxed, and it's really nice to see them like that, when you can see them up here and down here, when they're just relaxed and you can just see that they're comfortable in their environment. I think that means a lot as well.
I think the hostel's amazing because it's not what you expect. I think there's a lot of negativity about the words, you know, homelessness, and there's a lot of fear that's invoked in people when they hear it. But the hostel's amazing because even though we have 28 residents and it is a constantly busy place, it's busy in a way that reminds people of home.
Like, we don't realise yet that these are memories we'll look back on and miss.
Yeah.
Like this
It's like
experience is
our lives.
one of the experience most people won't ever experience, but we have for a certain reason. We don't know that reason, but we will later on in future when we look back and think, oh my God, can you remember this? Sit down all together and have a drink or something downtown. And like, oh my God, can you remember this in Austin?
Yeah,
Like, it's a memory that I actually want to keep because it's
A good one.
one in a million, really, because not everyone would think a hostel's like this at all.